Hello everyone. Let's look at today's Leetcode problem 1128. Number of equivalent domino pairs. Before starting this, let us look at the motivational quote of the day. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. This is given from Winston Churchill. It is very true to have consistency. So consistency is something that we should have, and we should also have enthusiasm. So in whatever field that we uh, work in, we should always learn from our mistakes and grow to the next stages. Okay, let's look at the problem statement. Given a list of dominoes, where dominoes of I index consists of an array of A and B, and is equivalent to dominoes of jth index C and D if and only if either A is equals to C and B is equals to D, or A is equals to D and B is equals to C. That is, one of the domino pair, either the ith index or the jth index, can be rotated to make it equal. Return the number of such pairs where I is equals to j, and the condition is 0 0 to uh, 0 ith index should be less than the jth index, while dominoes of length should be greater than the j index. So let's look at this example. So here there is a array of 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1. So we can rotate this array to make it 1 comma 2, and these two would be a pair, and that is the output given here. If we consider the example 2 where there are 3 matching pairs, obviously these two are equal, while there are 3 equal pairs if we see. So 1, 2 and the fourth index. From intuition, let us see what is the thought process on how to solve this problem. So one way to solve this problem is a brute force approach. A brute force approach where each element is checked with others, all the elements, and the ones that are similar, we take a count on all the similar pairs. This doesn't need much of an explanation, where we would be having two pairs. One is I from 0 to length, and similarly this would start from 0 to length, and we can also have a j array starting from I and to the length. So here we check if the pair array of ith index is equals to array of j, and then we increase the count plus 1. And time complexity here is n square, as we have two for loops, and space complexity is 1. We do not need any additional space. Coming to a better approach, we can think about having a map data structure which stores keys, maybe a string of pair numbers, maybe 1 comma 2 and 1, and the value will be count. And it is important to keep our keys that the key which consists of a comma b pair, uh, a should be less than b. We need to consider this before having to insert this value. And here we can uh, we would be having time complexity of n and space complexity of n, because we are creating a map data structure or a hash map with all of the values of the array pair. So if we need to have a better approach, we can consider uh, for space optimization, we can have a better approach where, let's say, we can consider an array data structure, but we need to look at the constraint. So here, if we look into the constraint, we clearly are given that dominoes will lie from the value dominoes is going to range from 1 to 9. So from this we can get an intuition that we can have an array of 0 to 99, and we can update the specific index. Uh, say we can make this pair of a comma b as a number. Say, let's say, example, we have a number of 1 comma 2, then we make it as a number of 1 into 10 plus 2 into 10 to the power 0. So this can be 1. Similarly, let's say we have a pair of numbers, say 2 comma 5, then we make this a number of 25. So all we are doing here is we are making the number a 2-digit number. So, and considering the fact that the maximum number might be 99, so we always can go up to 99, and since the values in the array always ranges from a minimum of 1 comma 1, so we can say 11 to 99. But let's keep this 0 to 99 array, and we can add in pairs, and this comes right after our where we check for each count and add it in the map instead of having to uh, this comes as an optimization instead of using a map data structure where we are using an array data structure. We have a fixed number of items, fixed value of 99 indexes. All right, let's look at the code and let's try solving this. So we need to iterate over each domino pair in the given array dominoes. let's construct this value by checking if the pair A is less than B and we position A at the 10th index and B at the 1th index. Else, if B is greater than A, then we do it this way. Let's have the result which keeps track of number of equivalent pairs, and count would be an array which consists of indexes from 0 to 99. So let's initialize count array. And let's fill it initial value of 0. And let's simply return the number of equivalent domino pairs. All right, thanks for your time. If you consider learning more on Leetcode daily problems, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.